our expectation when it comes to safeguarding sectors like steel to, kind of further promote domestic manufacturing? Also, to add a point, we have been, talking about and hearing the US admin on the high tariff, threats. So how you think and what you expect in terms of safeguarding the domestic industry?
Right. So I think the US tariffs could turn out to be a positive opportunity for India. We do believe that there's a fair chance that, or higher chance that they'll tax China before they tax India. So to that extent, there is an opportunity for many sectors in the US market to open up for Indian manufacturers. The other challenge that we will face is possibly if there is a taxation on China, there could be an oversupply of material from China and dumping happening into India and possibly other countries, which we have to be watchful and speedy on if we need to increase duties, safeguard from further dumping of oversupply that could arise from China. On steel specifically, I think we have to possibly look at how CBAM has affected us and then take a call on whether there is any opportunity to continue to work with Europe and see whether there is some dialogue, because this was done without any discussion. So I'd say that if there is some dialogue we can have with the EU, that would help.
True. Mr. Shankar, the additional question again on the US administration that it has made tariff a key focus, both as punitive measure and also as an incentive for domestic manufacturing also. And since Mr. Goenka also highlighted that, but this raises somewhere very important question about the impact on all the economies, all the, India, Brazil, China. Do you think that this should reflect in the budget? Are you hoping any specific consideration regarding this on February 1st?
So, Shrimi, I think, as I said, the Trump regime is here to stay, and the number of executive orders that are out are many, and as are the statements on tariffs. I think the Indian government is cognizant of the fact of the trade imbalance both with China and the US, and the different ways it's having an impact on the statements that we are seeing. And certainly tariffs are going to be a very important element in addressing this imbalance. As Mr. Goenka explained earlier, I think India has an enormous $85 billion trade balance with China. And if the US government does impose tariffs, there is a high chance or high probability that this could further exacerbate with further dumping from China. So I think the Indian government is certainly aware of this. We have read that they're fully prepared to address the situation. It is a very dynamic situation. The administration has hardly been in for, the Trump administration has hardly been in for 8-10 days or less than 2 weeks. And we've already seen a flurry of activity. But I think the Indian government will certainly be aware of this and be cognizant of this, and I think take cognizance of this and be prepared to fully respond. I'm sure in a partnership mode. I think the US is one of our largest markets, and I'm sure the government will be alive to ensuring that the trade both ways does improve. Export growth has been a bit sluggish, and I'm sure that's something the government will give full attention to in this coming budget.